Today we're building 3 tiny houses, but each one will be a random color. And I'm gonna start with this one in the front. So I have a wheel with every single color that we can filter on in The Sims. And we are gonna spin it for the first time to see what this first tiny house is gonna be. I probably don't want purple or red. Those would be my least favorite. Orange! I generally don't remember the last time I built with orange. I don't know if I've ever built an orange house. I also don't know how difficult that will be. So I'm seeing wallpaper options. There's this stone one. We have just the classic wooden siding. That's not bad. I don't mind that. Like maybe slightly more modern, perhaps? Let's do like a little platformy thing. What if we do like different layers? That would be fun. So what if I like raise up this platform and then this one will do like slightly less high, and then we have this like final bit which will be the lowest height. I don't know if this will look good. I'm looking at it and I am not entirely sure if this will look good, but I want to give it a chance. Okay, let's see if we add some orange pillars, which I hope we have. We do. I don't know if this is making it better though. We have that. That's more like, yeah, no, I think that's better. A little more understated. Wait, are platform trims not considered colored? Did they forget to label these? Because I don't think they filtered these on any colors. No, they for sure forgot to add color filters to the platform trims. Okay, I'm just gonna decide what I think is orange then. Like something that is so clearly orange, like that. That is clearly orange. Little exterior trim like that. Is this coming together or do we hate it? I don't know. I like that it's something different, something I've never done before. Let's see if we have... Oh, we don't have a lot of floors, do we? Actually, never mind. We have a good selection of floors. Okay, orange on the roof. I'm not entirely sold, but let's just add like doors and windows and see what happens. I mean, I will assume we have doors and windows. Ooh, we don't have a ton of doors and windows. Like not a whole lot of like sizes. I don't mind this. Also, just wondering if this will look better. That does match the color like a tiny bit more. Maybe if you put some plants on the lower half, you won't even see that it doesn't fully cover everything. We also have these if we want a more class. Ooh, don't mind that either. I don't think I've ever used this window before, which is fun, honestly. What kind of doors do we have? That's pretty. It's a weird one, but I like it. It's charming. I feel like it's charming. I don't know if these look a little bit too much like eyes. The things I worry about. But if we add 2 on one side, then it's not as eye-shaped anymore. We'll go back and do landscaping later, but that's like a good basic structure to start with. So let's go inside and see what our options are. Okay, we don't have my favorite light. That's okay. We do have this one. These are pretty orange. Okay, I don't know what style we're going for, but I'm just gonna start with these because I feel like they're somewhat neutral. We could leave everything else open, or we could do like a bedroom. I don't think I'd mind a bedroom. I don't know if it will fit. I don't know if this will fit. A single bed, sure, but we probably want a double bed. And we also need a bathroom. Quick question, do we have a shower head? Yes. A single one. Okay, so that means the bathroom can be pretty small. Can it be that small? I feel like it might be able to be that small if we don't do a sink in the bathroom and you just have to like wash your hands and brush your teeth somewhere else. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I see a problem here. I see a slight problem. I have done a weird shape. We've done weird shapes. Oh, what about that? Like semi-closed off. Oh, I have an idea. So Sims are very often able to walk through like a ton of things. So if we... Please tell me we have something. Oh, come on. Really? I was trying to find like some kind of like wooden partition thing. I don't know if a scratched up wood block, which I think is a cutting block, is gonna do the trick. Potentially just a window? I mean, that leaves no privacy. This might be an idea. Okay, so I've placed 3 of these Art Deco kind of things. And then if we remove that, we have this sort of like fun separation between the living space and the bedroom. I think we would be able to move this over a tiny bit. So this feels walkable like that. And then I just want to go in and check if Sims can actually sleep here. Okay, so she was able to go in from that side. I don't know about the other side. No, that is a scooting over sort of situation. Yeah, so if you go there and then go there. No, okay. We're gonna have to figure that out because I want Sims to be able to get there so I can put like a dresser or some sort of like clothes thing. What if I scoot the bed into the wall? So we just have the tiniest bit more space. Okay, Scooted the bed into the wall. Can you now sleep from... No. Okay. So sleeping is still a scooting over sort of ordeal. But I don't mind that all that much. They can just scoot over it. That's fine. As long as Sims can get there, I'm good. Because then over here, we can do like a dresser of some sorts. Maybe not something that blocks the entire window. I love that. Okay, but that fits the house so well. Oh, I wish we didn't have a window there so I could like scoot it into the wall. Do we mind not having a window there? How's that from the outside? I don't miss that window all that much. Okay, so we have the dresser. Let's see if it's functional. Yeah, seems to be functional. Okay, let's do the other kind of difficult thing next, which is the bathroom. Okay, gonna place a door there. Oh, please tell me we even have a toilet. Yes. And then on this side, we will do our shower head, which I genuinely don't know if that will work. So let's just see if that works. Take a shower. Yes. Is she slightly clipping through the window? Also, yes, but I will consider that functional. So then we just need like a kitchen, which I would love to build along here. I think we have everything we would need. I'm kind of vibing with this like slightly retro vibe, which I'm also gonna do on the fridge and stove. Yes. Perfectly fine. And then we just need a sink. All right. Do we have cabinets? Yes. Put some there. I am really liking this. Not a kitchen I would usually use, but also not bad. Do we have a small table? Okay, so we have that. I really want a round table. I would love a round table. That's good. And then we will see if we have bar stools, which we do in quite fun swatches. You know what would be nice if we had like an accent table over here? And then, ooh, okay, wait a second. Okay, so we don't have a normal TV. All we have is this like tiny living thing. Oh, I really want to put it there because I'd like the idea that they just kind of watch TV from the bed, you know? But then this window, and we're really running out of places where windows can go. I mean, do we need a window there? Do we? I feel like this is like enough window. And there's a window there. Can we put 2 over here so I can compensate? Yes, I feel like yes. Yes, I can do that. Okay, so then we have the TV over here. And then we probably have something like a fun lounge chair kind of situation. Or bookcase, bookshelf. I love how I put all the furniture in and I just like did not even slightly put in any floor or wallpaper. I don't even know if we have a floor or wallpaper. I fully assumed that we would. And now if we don't, I'm just gonna look very silly. I really want a standing light in that corner, but none of the standing lights are like... They're not the style that I want. I mean, is that crazy? That might be crazy, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Okay, can we put 2 chairs here? Yes. Can you still reach the bookcase? Probably not. Nope, can totally reach the bookcase. I take it back. Okay, I think we truly do need to do a floor and a wallpaper now. Okay, we have options. I'm so happy. I am so happy. And then for the wall, a little bit of contrast, but a lighter swatch wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I think that's nice. How about tile? I mean, I guess I could have guessed that that would be fine because of the terracotta flooring. Do a little like stucco kind of thing. I don't mind that. What kind of decor can we put in the bathroom? I feel like the only logical thing is to put like a towel. I mean, I guess I'm gonna put it there and then you just hope that it never falls down or you religiously close that toilet lid. I feel like that's the only way. I mean, I feel like as far as bathroom decorations go, that's it. I'm so happy with this house, honestly. It's turning out so good. Rug? I don't know why, but I think that's cute. Do we have plants? Yes. Yes, we do. Put a little plant on that. This is turning out so good. I never would have considered like orange being a really good color to build with, but I'm having so much fun doing this. I don't think we have a whole lot left. Like this is pretty filled and also completely functional, which is so good. I think that's the interior done, isn't it? So I think the last thing we will do is see if we want to make like a little garden and do some landscaping. Oh, that's such a pretty tree. Wait, where do we put that? Why do I kind of love it there? I think that's so pretty. Oh, we don't have that many orange flowers apparently. That's okay. We have these. Everything's gonna look a little muted because we're technically in fall in the world. I feel like they wouldn't have like a fence to their garden. They would just like, I think they would just kind of like sit out here. Or maybe they would. Maybe they would. What kind of fence do we have? Does that look good? I can put it over here. Like a little lounge spot outside. Perhaps paved. I am kind of liking this, the idea of this as being like semi-open and that's just kind of their backyard. We'll do like a few potted plants outside, because orange is a great color for that. And then I said I wanted to do like a gardeny thing back here, so you wouldn't see the bottom of these. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that fits. Oh, what if we do, just a thought, we do that. We create like a little fenced off thing. And then in here, we put our plants. And then we will raise some up so you can actually see that there are in fact plants in here. We just pretend they're a little bit higher than they naturally are. So I want to keep that like modern look. It's all straight lines and edges. That's much better. That's so much better. I really like that. I really like that. Genuinely was not expecting to like an orange house that much, but that's great. That's good. Should we do this one next? Let's pull up the wheel again. I'm gonna remove orange from the options. And then we're gonna spin again and see what our second tiny house is gonna be. Hopefully a color that is just as fun as... No, please keep going. Purple! I was really hoping for a color that would have been just as fun as the orange, because I had so much fun building this, but purple is not gonna be fun at all. Like, not even slightly. So the reason I don't like building with purple is not because purple is a bad color. Purple is a pretty good color. I like purple. I mean, can you tell? I like purple. But there's so little furniture that is purple in The Sims. Like, we just don't have that much. There is one good thing about this, which is that with Enchanted by Nature, we got a lot more purple furniture, including a toilet, which before I didn't have a single purple toilet in my game. So I think we're gonna lean heavily on like the fairy vibes, because I think that will be the only way we get the toilet to work. So we're gonna go full fairy house. I do like a fairy house. This is pretty. I like that. Do we make it on a foundation? Do we have good foundation? Oh my god, we have one foundation. It does match-ish. Good enough. I will call that good enough. Should we do a porch? I feel like this house will look nice with a porch. A slightly bigger porch, maybe? I do think like an outdoor area would look nice. I don't know how I'm gonna roof this. How do we do fairy vibes? Maybe? Do we have good purple pillars? Oh my god. Just imagine this without Enchanted by Nature. I would have had to use that. But thank god we have Enchanted by Nature now. So we actually get something decent. Oh my god. Okay. I think I figured out the roof. So I have a really flat gabled roof here. So it extends across this part. And then this is a half gabled roof. So we only have it in the front. This is also definitely our biggest tiny house, because we have the second floor as well. But I thought it would be fun to do a tiny house with a second floor. Again, we would have had no roof trim if it wasn't for Enchanted by Nature. Do we have a roof pattern? Okay. So there are some purple roof patterns even in base game. These are kind of nice with like the darker purple. Oh, we have these from Enchanted by Nature. That's probably the exact color. Maybe I have to like reconsider my general dislike of building with the color purple now that we have Enchanted by Nature. Like, it kind of fixed a bunch of our issues. Because like truly so much of this would have been missing. No, you know what? I take it back. I hate purple. Purple's terrible. We hate it. Oh my god, I got purple on the house with the second floor, and we don't have a staircase! Are you kidding? There's not a single purple staircase in this entire game. Why do they keep forgetting the color purple? I am so upset. I am so upset. Why did I get purple on the house with the second floor? I swear to god. I'm gonna check every single color, and I will bet you that every single one of them will have a staircase except purple. Look at this. Red, yes. Pink, yes. Orange, yellow, green, blue, white, of course, gray, black, light brown, and dark brown. Every single color in this game has a staircase except for purple. And when do we get purple? When we have a tiny house with a second floor. I don't even do second floors usually when I do tiny houses. I don't even do second floors. What's wrong with this game? Why? What is, like, it's not that I dislike purple. It's just that EA seems to dislike purple. Okay. There's nothing I can do about this. We'll have to do that. That's all we can do. We have to move this back to the ground floor so that Sims can just step up because they don't need a staircase at this height. And we can keep our porch, so that's good. We literally cannot go up here. We remove the floor and we just have a high ceiling bit. I think that's just the unfortunate truth. There's nothing much we can do about it. Okay, let's see if this looks better if you put like a floor in. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't love the trim. There's not much we can do about that though. Do we have windows? Again, like imagine not having Enchanted by Nature. The options would have been so slim. And these windows are very pretty. Windows to the floor no one's ever gonna get to. I really like this spandrel because it looks so much like a tree. If you put a pillar in, like look at what it does. It's just very pretty. I mean, okay, the house is not looking bad. Let's be clear. The house is not looking bad. We even have like cute planter boxes for the windows. We could try some ivy because we have multiple options. It's a cute house. It just sucks that we don't get to use the second floor because we almost had like a pretty good amount of space and then we didn't. I mean, it's still like somewhat decent, right? Sorta, maybe. Let's put some couches, a table. That's pretty good. Okay, that's a cute porch. I think I want to do the interior first. So we do have my favorite light, so I'm just gonna use that to light things up. Logically, this would be the bathroom. That is a giant bathroom though for a tiny house. I think it's big enough to be a kitchen. And then where do we put the bathroom? How much of a bathroom do we have? I think because Enchanted by Nature, yeah. See? Without Enchanted by Nature, 0 showers. Without Enchanted by Nature, no normal toilets. So it is possible. We do need it to be at least 3 tiles big, I do think. Okay, I feel like that's the logical spot. I'm not entirely married to this window being here. So that one we can just move. This one needs to be here because it's cute and it looks good. I say that. I don't think it actually can be there. So give me something. Give me wisteria. Give me a bench so there's something here. Yeah. Just trying to make sure that this is not like super empty over here. What would another tiny porch look like? I kind of like that, honestly. And then if we grab this floor again and fence to either side, then it's just a little spot for a bench to go, which I think looks pretty cute. So we need landscaping. It does seem like there are some options here. I love that. I think this is the same tree, isn't it? That's fun. I am so just winging it. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Put some more lavender back here. Too much? Maybe slightly too much. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. Some flowers nearby the tree. And I am once again kind of liking not having a very distinct garden. What I would potentially want to do is add like just some like random flower patches. Perhaps another tree, but size down. That's fun. That's good. Okay, landscaping done. And then we're gonna figure out how to do all this. Right. So I would love this to be an arch. I think that's the only thing that will work. What I want to know is how far can we get with a functional kitchen? Do we have a fridge? Yeah. Then this one, stove. We have it. It exists. Sink. Oh, really? Oh, that truly doesn't even slightly look like the same style, and it's the only sink. Like, I'm telling you, why is there so little purple in this game? Like, who decided that purple didn't deserve to be here? Because someone clearly did. Let's see what to do about wallpaper. We do have tile, it's that. It's not really working for me. I think we might stick to the same wallpaper as outside and we just continue that color scheme all throughout the house. Can I raise this up though? Because that has like books and stuff. I think that's cute. That fits this kitchen very well. Okay, I think I'll leave it like that. So that is our kitchen done. Should we do this? I know it's kind of like a front door-y kind of thing, but I feel like it matches the house very well. And then in here, which is the whole reason we did Enchanted by Nature, because we have very specific bathroom equipment, appliances that really wouldn't have worked anywhere else. Oh, we could use the tile in here, at least on a few walls. I think that's cute. That's a fun detail. We're gonna put the bed over here. That is at the very least the right color. I do wonder if that door is still accessible. We might have to move this over like there. I wonder if there are dressers that would fit here, because I don't think we have a lot of space for it elsewhere. We could do that. Okay, table. I think Sims can still walk through there, so we have like a tiny table, which is nice. And then here we can do like either a cute couch. We scoot it in a bit. Can Sims still walk through there? They might be able to. Do we have a TV? We do? Is that too close? Okay, wait. We scoot this into the wall. Then we can scoot the couch even closer. And then we have that. Ah, That just about doesn't fit. Okay, do we do a different bed? One that we can scoot into the wall. Options are slim, not gonna lie. That one. Then again, we scoot this as close as possible. I think Sims can still walk here. And then they have a TV, which is not my favorite TV. And it's definitely not giving the whimsy I was hoping for. But maybe we can make that work. So this doesn't naturally go lower than this. But I wonder if we remove the walls, then it does snap to the floor. Which means we can place it on the floor and then cover the base of it with like a prettier table like this. Then we'll put the walls back in. And then I'm just gonna see if I can like grab a few things to cover the base with, like that. And then you really can't see the base of the TV anymore. And it looks a lot more whimsical. I do wonder, is this still functional? Yep, totally functional. They can use the couch. All seems fine. So now we have everything essential in here. So let's see if we can start decorating a bit. So I have this problem every single time I build a fairy's house, that if I try to find like a painting, they all just look like a little too modern for a true like fairy's house. So one thing I figured I could do is I could just place a normal painting, then grab one of these, size them down, and place them like right over where that painting is. So you still have the artwork, but it just looks that tiny bit more magical. And I think that's also it for this tiny house. So we have our fully functional fairy's house. Unfortunately, not actually with a second floor, but that's all right because it is actually a very pretty house. So we're gonna spin for our final tiny house. Good news is that it won't be purple because we're removing that from the wheel. So every single option on this wheel I prefer over that. And I'm gonna spin and see what color we get. Maybe a nice pink? I think I'd like a pink. Can we have a pink? We cannot have pink, but we can have a blue. And blue is really good. Blue is maybe the easiest color to build with. I feel like every single thing comes in a blue. The only problem is that that doesn't really give me any direction because you can kind of do anything with blue. Modern, not modern. Take your pick. And I shaped this one weird, and I did that on purpose because I was trying to make it difficult for myself. But now I'm regretting that. Oh god. Ew. No. 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 No, 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 no. I do think I'd like a somewhat like traditional house because we have something like semi-modern, little retro, but like not super traditional. Then we have something like completely whimsical and very old looking. And I want something like right in the middle. So I'm just trying to see if I can make that a little bit more interesting and not just the simplest shape possible. I'm wondering if I like, can I do a little porch? A tiny porch? A little tiny porch. I would love this kind of blue. I want like a bright sky blue. If I can get that, I'd be so happy. I don't know if we have like a siding or a brick that is that color. We definitely have a lighter version of it. Or we could match that wallpaper. Or that. That is a very pretty blue. Maybe I can work with that. Kind of trying to see if we can do like a picket fence. Maybe not that one. What about this one? I don't know. I just like the idea of like a picket fenced house, you know, like as classic as it can be. We don't have a ton of landscaping in blue. I'm just gonna put some of these rose bushes down and see if I like it. Oh, I kind of hate it and I kind of love it. I can't decide if I hate it or if I love it. Can I make that work? Because I've never done that before and I love doing new things. Do I like it? Do I hate it? I don't know. I can't tell. I actually have an idea and I might like hate myself for having this idea because that will make my life very difficult. But I have had the thought, so I don't think I can put it out of my head until I try it. I would love it if these were a little bit lower. The only way we can do that, because there isn't a low version of it, is to size every single one of them down individually, which is now what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna go around the house again and try this again, but size down. It's so much better though. It's just like way more balanced. You can actually see the windows. Yeah, that's gonna be worth it. You know what? That is adorable. That is so cute. It really is. Can I move this over? I like the windows in Strangerville. It's one of the only things I do like in Strangerville. It has some like good stuff for exteriors and the windows are adorable and a lovely color. So I would love like a window there. I don't know like what the layout inside is gonna be, and I feel like we probably should go figure that out now so we know where to place the windows. We could do a bathroom like here, and then we make this the bedroom. We can do a bathroom like here, And then we make this the bedroom. I feel like that will fit. This is also like a decently sized house, to be honest. I actually think that window placement is pretty good. I don't think we need much more. We also want flowers in here. We really, truly do not have a lot of blue flowers. I feel like the blue house would have like a yard. Ooh, I have an idea and I don't like that I had it. What if we do a little porch? Another tiny porch. We'll remove that so that we can do a half gabled roof here. Am I really gonna place more of these? Am I? The good thing about these is that you can bring it way closer to the edge of the lot, which if you were to place a fence, you cannot put it there. You can only put it here, which wouldn't leave a lot of room to walk. No, I do unfortunately have to tell you that I don't like this. So do we make a very narrow little thing there? Oh, but that looks terrible though. Okay, idea. Different idea. We make this porch bigger, and instead of the staircase being there, we'll put the staircase here. Maybe like that. Yeah. Okay, so now we just have the picket fence garden, which I like more. Let's filter on blue again and make like a few gardeny bits. Not too much. We haven't done a roof pattern yet. We could match a little less or oh, it's not exactly the same color, so we don't completely lose ourselves in it, but like still really bright, which I like. That's cute. It's so like grandma chic, you know? It just really is. Just such a classic grandma-y type of house. So cute. That is adorable. I love that so much. Oh my god, we probably have a rocking chair in blue. We do have a rocking chair in blue. Ooh, what about that though? A darker blue? Maybe that one. Yeah, rocking chair out there. Oh my god. Adorable, because when it's raining, they can sit like on the porch. When it's raining, they can sit on the porch. This is adorable. Let's do the inside. Let's actually go indoors. We have some like lovely, pretty normal wooden floors that I love to use. Okay, bathroom. Not huge, but should be functional. And I feel like blue is probably pretty okay. Yeah, we have options. Let's go blue toilet, like super blue. I don't think that's functional, but that might be. But then we don't have a sink. That might not be possible, actually. I don't know if it's possible to have a sink in here. That, maybe? Yeah, so you'd have to use the sink in the kitchen again, which for The Sims is completely fine. And honestly, in real life, not that bad either. And we've gone so incredibly blue up until this point. I kind of want to continue going very blue. Okay, kitchen? Or like kitchen? Because then if we put the fridge over here, and we can do the rest of the kitchen there. Also, in a few videos previously, I was also doing a color challenge, and I was really surprised that the Parenthood cabinet doesn't come in blue. And someone in the comments pointed out that it does in fact come in blue. It's just not tagged correctly. Like, it's nowhere to be found when you look here. But then I don't know if I'm crazy, but I think that's blue. So we will actually be using this. Maybe just 2 of them. And then I would love to do some shelves, like there and there. Let's find some clutter to put on there. Let's not forget about the sink either. Oh, we have a stove. We need a stove. We need a stove as well. I know we have a stove. Okay, this will be the sink. And that will be the stove. Little grandma chic curtain. And 2 blue, 2 blue. Oh, there is also a less blue version. No, none of my blues match anymore. I feel like a table should fit there. Man, chairs are so big. Like, who decided that chairs needed to be this big? Do we have a TV? Is there a blue TV? Yes. It's either that or this, which I don't mind. Or that. It doesn't fit the aesthetics. How is this the hardest house? Like, we have so much space. Maybe because I'm trying to put too much in the room. There's too many like different shades of blue. I don't know if this layout is weird. I just wanted to have like a cute little like conversation corner. But if I don't put something there, we just have like a massive, like we just have a lot of nothing there. So what if we put the table here? And then, I mean, does that make it better? This is too hard. Do we need another wall? Sometimes that fixes a lot of issues. Some kind of like separation between spaces. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere layout wise. I just feel like we have too many shades of blue in this room. Like, everything is competing for attention, and we need things to be a little bit more cohesive. Okay, are we getting somewhere? Are we? So then this will be the living room, which I've decided doesn't have a TV. I feel like that isn't screaming for attention, and that is exactly what we want. Okay, that might be the layout of the living space done. So then we just need to do the bedroom. Why are there like a million shades of blue? They're all the wrong blue. That one, that's perfect. Not entirely sure if that's functional. Okay, we're gonna try. Can you go here? You can? That's surprising to me, but we're not gonna question it. I honestly cannot believe like this is where I struggle the most. What happens? I thought blue was gonna be like so easy, and here we are. Not easy at all. Like, I'm just not particularly good at this style. But it's okay. It's fun to try new things. That was really, truly such a roller coaster of a build challenge. Starting with the orange house, which was such a surprise. One, because I truly don't remember if I've ever built an orange house. But two, also finding that we actually have a lot of orange items in a lot of really pretty orange shades that can make such an incredibly fun but also warm and inviting tiny house. And then getting purple for the second house and at first being like, oh my god, that is a disaster. How are we possibly gonna do that? Finding out that Enchanted by Nature added so much purple to the game, to then realize we still don't have a staircase on the only tiny house out of the three that has a second floor. And then fully thinking that blue was gonna be so easy, building this incredibly cute, like grandma-esque bright blue home, and then getting very stuck on the layout and trying to combine all of these various shades of blue into one room, but eventually getting something that I think still has that grandma charm, but also looks cohesive and has a very logical looking layout. And that means that our three tiny houses in 3 different colors are done.